Okay, so here's another fight from the 1998 Canadian Grappling Championships. And here it is two fellows, I believe these are teammates. On the right, I believe that is Mark Bocek, who later went on to fight in the UFC. And the fellow on the left, I believe that is a fellow named Joel Gerson, who I believe both these fellows fought out of a club called the Samurai Club. And like I said, Bocek went on to fight in the UFC. And the fellow on the left, Joel Gerson, I believe he went over to fight in Japan in Shuto, where he defeated Shuto legend Rumina Sato, who actually came to this tournament to specifically fight him, which is a footage I have also uploaded onto my little YouTube channel here. Anyway, enough of my chatter. Let's watch these two go at it. So like I said, this was the 1998 Canadian Grappling Championship. There was, aside from no striking, you could do whatever you wanted. See, he's trying to double leg there. You could do any takedown, any submission hold. I don't know how old Mark Bocek was, but I don't think he was very old. I think he might have been in his teens here, you know? And he certainly hadn't fought yet in the UFC, but Joel Gerson here had already gone to Japan and defeated Rumina Sato. So he was more in his prime, while Bocek was more up and coming still at this point, so to speak. I believe Mark Bocek went under the name, he went to Brazil, he fought there, people called him Kid Red, I think. He fought in the UFC a few times. Anyways, no joke. Neither of them are any joke, you know? And like I said, in this event, the 98 Canadian Grappling Championship, you can do any takedown, you can do any submission hold, whatever you wanted to do, you know? No punching, no kicking, no biting, no eye gouging, that kind of stuff. And if nobody gets submitted at the end, there's three referees, one standing on the, see there's a corner one back there. There's two corner refs and one in the middle, and then everybody picks one, and they're just like, all right. They just pick whoever gets the best 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 3 or whatever, you know? And anyway, Bocek and Gerson here are jockeying for position. And you can see, man, that is some slick movement. Look at that. Look at that. Holy smokes. These guys are not playing around. And bear in mind, for 1998, this level was incredibly high. You know, like the UFC had only happened and started in 93. So what can you be in 5 years of solid grappling? Maybe a decent purple belt if you start, you know, on the day of the UFC, you go and find a club and sign up. But I mean, I don't even know if at the time there were jiu-jitsu clubs with real Brazilians. Both these guys trained at a place called the Samurai Club, which was run by a judo Krav Maga guy named Moni Azik, who also trained Carlos Newton, who went on to become a UFC champion. So these guys are just using a combination of, I don't know, judo and Krav Maga and whatever. But I don't think either of these guys at the time were training with a Brazilian, doing Brazilian jiu-jitsu per se, as much as just wrestling and judo and God knows what else, you know? But you can see the product is amazing. I mean, these guys are grappling at a mega high level. For 1998? Holy smokes. I mean, at the time, who knows how much judo, you know, Gerson had. I don't think Bocek came from a judo background. But they had, like, you know, a few years of judo grappling or submission grappling experience, you know? And look at the product. That is high, high level. I mean, these guys, you would never know. If you showed this footage to whomever, no one would say, oh, yeah, that's 1998. I mean, okay, they're not going for leg locks as much here these days because of, you know, look at that. Like, that is amazing, you know. These days, no-gi grappling is focusing a bit more on leg locks because, hey, it's hard to get stuff done when people aren't wearing kimonos. They're all slippery like a fish and stuff. Just grab their foot and heel hook, knee bar, toe hold, calf slicer, that kind of stuff. Primarily heel hook, reverse heel hook, but these guys are doing, I want to say it's traditional jiu-jitsu, but you don't see as many leg locks here, that's for sure. And, man, they're going after it. You know, you're not going to penalize anybody here for stalling, I'll tell you that. They are here to get it done. Yep. Yep. And Mark Bocek has a guard that is very difficult to pass. You know? It appears that Gerson is trying to do more of a takedown, top position game. And Bocek is trying to play more of a bottom position guard game. And with, you know, And with Gerson being the more mature, larger fighter, I think is he grabbing his knee brace? He is. You can see. Look at that. I think he pulled his knee brace off and threw it away. For him. How nice of him. Very Canadian. You know? Excuse me, I'll just take off your knee brace here and throw it away for you. But it just shows you like how the rules of this event were so like whatever. It's a no-gi, but you're allowed to grab onto the guy's knee braces. Great. Which are now his effectively ankle braces, you know? There's Bocek pulling guard again. You know? Bonkers. Anyway, if you have something to say about this event, you know, something that I'm not chattering on and on about, just write it in the comments below. Very interesting, don't you think? And that is, look at that, he's holding his anklet or whatever you want to call it, formerly known as a knee brace. Is he going for an inverted triangle now? I think he was. Look at that. Man. They're not playing around. Oh, there's the whistle. So, I mean, who do you think won the fight? Let's see who, there's 3 referees, there's the one in the middle, and there's 2 corner refs. They each pick a person, I think. And then that's the winner. So, they raise their arm. Who do they choose? Oh, look at that. Looks like Joel Gerson won. And man, Mark Bocek is young in this video. Anyway, put your comments below. See you next time.